My name is Bradyoakfitness. I'm a men's physique athlete, a coach, a mentor, a business owner, and my life motto is be uncommon. Welcome to my new series, From Stage to Summit, as I not only try to maintain top bodybuilding shape, but also dive into a hybrid style of training that is going to transform my body into a mountain athlete that I need to be in order to be trekking for 2 weeks through the Himalayas to the base camp of Mount Everest. Good morning, welcome to the video. We are here in our little Canadian cabin that we're staying at for the next month as I prepare to go to Everest Base Camp here. We have a packed day ahead. We're actually doing one of the top 20 hikes in the world, according to National Geographic. And also it has been rated the best hike in Canada in the past. So huge day today, but we have to hit the gym. It's nice and early. Let's get it. By the way, Maddie and I are on a dark chocolate kick. So this is 72% cacao dark chocolate. And we do it for the magnesium. So we have about 30 to 50 grams a day. I'm gonna have this little pre-workout. And then we have a quick workout today because we gotta get going. All right, it is 7 a.m. on the dot. Decent workout. I had to be a little shorter today just because with everything we got going on this morning, but we're hitting the hypertrophy training hard. If you're new to the channel, I'm a bodybuilder, but I'm on a side quest right now. I'm on my running side quest and my trekking side quest. So just for the record though, like I consider myself a mountain athlete or a hybrid bodybuilder, someone who is running. I mean, I ran 30 miles 2 weeks ago in the mountains. Trekking to Everest Base Camp obviously here in a little bit, in just a few weeks. So I do all that stuff, but on top of it, like bodybuilding's still a top priority of mine. So we trained hard today. It was back, did a little buys as well, and now we're gonna transition into the other side of my life, which is the opposite of bodybuilding, which is more endurance. So in this case, we got a big mountain to climb. Can't wait, but let's go get some breakfast. So obviously with big mountain trekking, you could argue that having a lot of muscle mass on your body makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think that's decently valid of a point, but there's kind of two schools of thought. And the other school of thought is that having all this muscle mass actually will make me a better all-around mountain athlete, someone who's strong enough not to just run 30 miles, but to actually like carry my weight and carry a heavy pack and like have the muscle mass and the strength to actually get to the top of the mountain. And so that being said, like it's hard to balance both and especially hard to maintain muscle, but bodybuilding being so special to me, like I absolutely plan on doing everything I can to not only just maintain my muscle mass, but also to progress as a bodybuilder just by doing these other things. So that's kind of the balance. If you're new here, like, yeah, I was 6 months, not even, I was gonna say 6 months ago, 3 months ago, I was competing at nationals, NPC nationals in men's physique, and now I've really transitioned. While holding on to my hypertrophy style training, I've transitioned now into preparing myself for big mountain treks. Everest Base Camp is not easy, guys. I mean, it's 80 miles, and if you were to ask me 3 months ago when I was bodybuilding, like, hey, how do you feel about, you know, trekking 80 miles to the Himalayas? That would scare me a little bit. But in the last 3 months, I've built a lot of confidence because, I mean, yeah, I did just run a 30-mile ultra, you know, a couple weeks ago. So I'm like, okay, well, if I can run 30 miles in 7 hours, you know, I could probably trek 80 miles, you know, over the course of a week and a half. But that being said, like, there's this other element to it, which is the altitude. So that's the one part that scares me, is the altitude. And I know that if I was just in my bodybuilding era still, and all I did was just, you know, sets of 10 to 15 or whatever, and no cardio, altitude would scare me a whole lot more. But I've become a lot more well-rounded as an athlete. So I'm hoping once we get there, we're able to acclimatize to the altitude and the elevation really well, and then conquer Everest Base Camp, baby. All starts with training though. So today we got a big hike today. So, I mean, hey, that's why we're up in Canada. That's why we're training. That's why we're staying in a little cabin for the next month, is so we can be in at least a little bit of elevation and get really accustomed to the terrain in high altitudes. Okay, it's hike time, guys. So this is what I got in my pack. By the way, this is the Hoka hiking pack, which freaking love this thing. It's not a huge pack. I have my big one that I'm taking on the trek, but this is a little bit more like maneuverable, and I like it because it fits on the front like it's like a running vest, but it's not, because it's an actual pack too. So it's kind of like a hybrid, like myself. And yeah, inside we have a sandwich, an apple, some Go bars from BPN, some Go gels from BPN. I'm gonna throw in a couple of extra waters, and then I have an electrolyte water on front, and then a normal water on front. So I think we're ready. Now we just gotta do this thing. I always bring my massage gun with me before I hike to get my hips nice and loose. I think we're good. The thing about this hike is you actually have to take a boat out to the trailhead because it's across a lake. And then there's only 2 boats that run a day to there and back. So we have to make it in a certain amount of time, which honestly I'm not that worried about, but it does mean that even if we are really fast, we still have to wait for a while. So definitely need to pack enough fuel for the occasion. Also, almost forgot essentials: beef jerky and energy drink. What was I thinking? Yeah, we got the park pass. Should be.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
In touch with nature. But it is a very quiet place in the winter time with a year-round population here of about 60 people that live here year-round. 3 businesses that remain open, 2 hotels, and the liquor store. That's it.
Peace out, civilization. Not a bad view so far. So we are 1.3 miles in, about, well, I started my watch late, to be honest, but about 40 minutes in. Feeling great. It is so beautiful. Done this hike before and it was covered in smoke. So this time we have a very, very clear day. Kind of deeper into the canyon now. We are 2 miles in. Time for a pee break. All right, what's up, you guys? We are here in southern Alberta, Canada, 6 miles into a hike, but you know what we gotta do next. We gotta get cold. So let's get cold. Yeah. Tell you what, this one's cold. This one's real cold. 6 miles in. Okay, too slick. Good thing my feet are utterly frozen, so
Yes.
it doesn't hurt as bad as it could. Get me off these rocks. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, we made it. Took a dip. It was freezing. And now we're eating. I would give that water, based on my 39-degree cold plunge, that's maximum 45. But maybe closer to 40. Pretty cold. That's 6 miles. Now we go 6 miles back. So I'm still managing to hit a pretty high protein even while traveling, even while training, and it's really because of Just Meats. I've talked about them before if you watch my other videos, especially when I was on bodybuilding prep, but Just Meats, I do have a discount code with them. It's code OAK, and they're incredible. They send you literally meat to your door. It's all delicious. It's all really good price. It's all very high protein and low to moderate fat, which is exactly what I'm going for. But yeah, we're gonna wrap up the video there, you guys. My next few weeks of training, I mean, stay tuned, but basically my thoughts here is I'm trying to stack multiple days in a row of some decent effort, endurance, whether it be running or hiking. And I'm doing that because when you're training specifically for a trek, it's not like a one-day event. It's not a race anymore. So when I was training for my ultra, you know, in my head, I'm thinking, okay, I need to rest up. I need to make sure I'm fresh so that I'm capable of, you know, running 30 miles in one go, basically. But when it comes to long treks like this, the thing you want to make sure you can do is basically trek on tired legs. So it's not about, you know, just doing one day of 5 or 6 or 7 hours of hiking. It's like, okay, can you do it the next day though, and the next day and the next day? So that's something I'm working on now, but a huge part of that is gonna be just my nutrition and my overall recovery so that I recover quicker overnight. And so yeah, hitting my protein is gonna be huge for that. If you guys have any more questions on what I'm doing, just let me know in the comments, but we're gonna wrap it up there, you guys. Hopefully that gives you a good insight of what I'm doing now that I'm just, you know, a few weeks out from doing this big old trek, and also trying to maintain my overall fitness, whether it be bodybuilding, my endurance progress, all that stuff. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, be uncommon. We'll see you in the next one. Peace out.